Good morning. We're still in the microtel in Franklin. Just had several miniature cups of coffee, and I just finished a do-it-yourself waffle that was pretty good. The guys' room is mostly all packed up, and we're just kind of waiting for the green light from the girls' room. We were just over there, and I don't think they've started packing yet, but that's okay. We weren't really in a rush. We don't have really an agenda other than we're either going to do 4 miles or 18 miles today. Sprite says there is nothing in between. So we're going to figure it out. I think the plan is as long as we can get in at least 8 and find a camp spot, we'll be set up okay for the rest of the week to not have to pretty much have every day be shorter than the last 3 we had coming into town. So I think all is well. I'm a little tired. Didn't sleep very well. I'm not much of a dreamer. Man, I had some bad dreams last night. And then Come Along said he slept just fine. He did. Jake, how'd you sleep?
I slept all right. Not the best, but it was okay.
I think my Garmin said my sleep score was like 35. I think that's the lowest I've had so far. And I don't think I've had anything over 60. At home, I can be in the 80s and sometimes hit up to like 95. So, I don't know. I'm just not sleeping that well. It's going to catch up to me soon. But I had a bunch of syrup on this waffle. So, what I didn't get with sleep, I'll make up with sugar. Hopefully.
Right.
You know? Well, I got so much food, I can just keep eating to avoid the crash. All right, we'll get back to y'all when we get to walking. All right, we are walking out of town. We're 5 strong now. Trying to get Come Along sliding down. All right. This isn't trail miles, so he didn't just pipe blaze. All right, we are headed out of town. It is so awesome to be walking out of a trail town, heading back into the mountains. I've been tired, but now I'm feeling good. Oh, and there's a VW bus. That thing's cool looking. Oh. All right, we came from that away, but the little icon on the map wasn't spinning with me and we didn't go the right way. Looks like we need to be on Roller Mill Road. Luckily, we only went 100 yards or so out of the way. We're overly fully resupplied, walking out of town, only a little over a mile out. But through hikers don't pass up gas stations. I'm not sure what we're getting, but
Beer.
Beer?
Beer. 6-pack. We're splitting them, by the way. You're carrying 2.
Okay, well, it is 10 a.m. Look at that big cow. Hello. We may not have a way to cook them, but thank you. All right, we're getting close. Sprite and Come Along right up there. Pretty little pond. Water girl. The hammer time. You gonna do like was the MC Hammer? Like it's hammer time.
Pull off your pants.
No,
There you go.
that's the chicken legs.
40-pound pack.
Check out this Halloween ensemble. I will get you, my pretty, and your little dogs too. Wow, that's a lot. That's cool. All right, we're almost back on trail, man. All right, we are officially finito with the road walk. Back under the yellow blazes. here is the trailhead. Hold on, is that stroller for us to put our packs in?
That's for you to push me up this mountain.
We could try it.
Yeah.
All right, so got some reporting to do. We made it, we think that it's 30 yards. We made it about 100 feet in from the trailhead, and there was a fire blazing. So we decided, Water Girl said, well, I think we should sit down and have a snack by the fire. So we did that, and then we gathered a bunch of water here at the stream, and we put the fire out. We did our good deed for the day, and now we're just still here talking about what we're going to do today. And we're still about 100 yards from the trailhead. So time will tell what happens, but we're hoping to push at least 5 miles.
I vote we camp right here, right now.
You tell me more about your vote.
We camp right here, right now.
Well, why did we put the fire out?
Because your water girl had something to say about it.
Water Girl said, boys, get all the water. She sat here and told us where to put all the water. She was a good supervisor.
I didn't sit, I stood.
Good supervision. We need good supervision. All right, well, I'll let you know when we know what's going on. Here's the waterfall and one of the true heroes of the Bartram Trail. And we got a little side trail to William's Pulpit. Wow. Beautiful. These pictures never do it justice. All right, got a little update for y'all. The guy that was working for the Bartram Trail showed up near that trailhead where we were by the fire. About the time we were leaving, we talked to him a little bit, and he is going to take us 2 gallons of water to a gap up ahead that we're going to camp near. He told us there's an old road nearby that we could camp in probably. So that's only like 9 or 10 for the day, but that would be a good kind of day out of town, and that still puts us in good position for the rest of the trip. So that's what we're doing. We're just doing a leisurely hike in. We've done a couple miles, but it's been all uphill. We just kind of got to a plateau part that's flat. It's been steep, but it's not been that bad. And I'm doing a little bit of an experiment because we have, I think, an 11-mile stretch with no water. And with those 2 gallons, with 7 of us, if my conversion and division math is right, it's only about 1.5 liters each. So we need to have enough each to get through today, camp tonight, and cook, and coffee and stuff in the morning, and then have enough to get to the next water source tomorrow. So I also carrying way too much food because the resupply just didn't have some of the stuff I was looking for. And then I bought some like tortillas and peanut butter packs, and they came in bigger quantities than I needed. So I just carried it all. I was a little hungry on the first half of the trail. So I probably have enough food to stretch 6 days. We only need like 4 or 4.5. So I'm gonna eat good, I hope. But I'm carrying all that. I also decided at the bottom of the hill to carry 4 liters of water, just to see how it is to carry this much food and water. just in case sometime in the future I ever decide to hike one of those big trails out west where you got to do a lot of water carries. So I can definitely tell my pack is heavy, but it hasn't been horrible. Like, it's a big difference from what I'm used to. It's an extra, I bet I'm carrying 6 more, well, with all the food. Well, I'm carrying probably 10 or 12 pounds more than I was carrying when I walked into town. Maybe more than that. But anyway, it's doable, especially since we've already climbed, oh gosh, I bet 1,500 feet or better. But we only have, 3 or less miles to camp. So good science experiment. And we got a good stretch of trail here. So I'm going to stop recording and enjoy this a little bit. And I'll get back to y'all in a bit. I'm not doing a very good job at this vlogging thing this time. Kind of got caught up in the moment, forgot all about it. Hammer and I had a nice little lunch break a little bit ago. Up on a hilltop in the woods. It was quiet and beautiful. Come along somewhere up ahead of us. I don't know what happened with him today. I think somebody lit a fuse under him. He may already be to the moon. I'm not sure where he's at. I'm pretty sure he's sitting up here waiting in a parking lot. Water Girl and Sprite are not too far behind us, I don't think. Water Girl texted and said they had lunch at Williams Pulpit. And Hammer and I had lunch at, I don't know that the place had a name. We are getting really close to where we're going to stop for the night, I believe. I mean, probably within a half mile. And it's only 250, so and this will make right at 10 for the day. So we'll see how, if everything goes as planned. If you've been watching my channel very long, you know that almost nothing ever goes as planned. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to hiking down this hill, and we'll see what we see when we get there. All right, I think we're coming down into Harrison Gap. I don't see Come Along yet, but there he is. There he is, sitting on that other hillside. Look at him right there. Sitting there with his jugs of water. Were you waiting for him when he got here?
No. They were up on top of the hill. I just brought them back.
All right, so we think home is down. I think that road right there.
I think we can walk right down there and have a view.
All right, we found our spot. We're about 0.35 down off of the trail on a road, on an old gravel road that's closed. And then there's my tent, and there's Water Girl and Hammer, and we're just kind of off the edge of the road. Spin around here, and you can see up. Let me walk up to the road, and Come Along and Sprite are pitched up in the middle of the gravel road up there. You can see Sprite. You'll have to go up there and see Come Along. But we have views for days. Look at those clouds all the way over there. Wow. So, this day, turned out okay. We did right at 10 out of town, and that's pretty good considering we didn't get started till, I don't even know if it was like 9 or 10 or what time it was. And then we got to the trailhead, and as you saw, we sat around for quite a while, and we had just a real leisurely day. It is just now 5:20, and we've been here at our campsite down this road for a while. We had trouble finding a spot just because I didn't want to pitch directly on the gravel with my tent because I don't have I don't use a ground sheet or anything. And then a few of us have freestanding tents. or do not have freestanding tents, and we wouldn't have been able to put stakes in this gravel very well. But it was a good day. We're right now sitting right at 36 miles from the sun's in my eyes. We're sitting right now at 36 miles from the end of the trail, and then we have another 8 after that. So we're 44 miles from finishing the hike. And tomorrow, after today, it looks like we're not going to have as much problem with water and campsites. So I think that's it for now, and I'll bring you back when we're having dinner maybe. Hey, look at that sun. We started off cold and we ended up pretty warm.
Right now.
What's that?
I said for right now.
Yeah, for right now. I have a feeling the tallest point up there is where we're headed.
Well,
Unfortunately,
you were almost there a while ago.
I was. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you all good night. We are sitting here and it's starting to get dark because this camera's doing a pretty good job picking up the light from that direction. The other side is fairly dark. Sprite has Peak Finder, and we learned a little bit ago that we are looking at Klingman's Dome, and now some lights showed up, so we think it's the cars in the Newfound Gap parking lot. But this has turned out to be a wonderful camp spot. We're just sitting here looking at the amazing view, and the sun's already set, but the low tonight's like 36, so it's going to be nice and cool. The talk has mostly been that we're just all grateful to be here and grateful to be out here enjoying the view and all that.
This company.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you have to say since this is your first day joining us now?
It's been such an amazing day. It was so full of just a random variety of stuff, like finding that live fire.
Yeah.
You know, and then hitting the trail.
Getting trail magic with water dropped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, feeling like the trail provided, for sure.
Thanks to
It did.
Come Along, speaking up.
Come along, what you got to say about today? What are you eating?
The rest of dinner.
Oh. Huh,
Let it go to waste.
you must have got a new appetite somehow. What do
We
you got to
all
say about
packed
today?
Second dinner.
A whole
I
lot of
say,
food. We've been eating as much
was
as
very nice.
possible.
Very nice.
It was a fun day. Challenging ups
I always eat more in
Yeah.
the winter.
for 5
cold
miles.
weather.
It
My
was.
legs were burning about half the time.
It was a lot of climbing in 5 miles. I'm going to move the camera around here. Sprite, what do you got to say about today?
I think it was a day of not a lot of expectations, but it ended up being just the perfect day. We had great trail magic, a good walk out of town, a great camping spot. We have water, full bellies, good view. It's going to be a great day tomorrow, too.
And you know, one thing I don't know if I ever said, we had an offer for Trail Magic earlier. And we walked by a guy that was taking care of his chickens. And he asked if we wanted to pack any eggs out.
Yep.
Hammer, you're back there like in the shadows. I see your face now. What do you think about today?
It was a weird day.
It was a weird day.
Yeah, we hiked like 10 miles, and I feel like we walked 2 miles. If that makes sense.
Yeah, we did good.
We put out a...
It was such a leisurely couple miles here, then a break, couple miles,
There
then a
was a
break.
lot of up and down, up and down.
It wasn't
with
easy.
A lot
That's
of
what
4
I'm saying.
liters
It
of
was
water and full
a hard climb.
packs of food.
Yeah.
Our packs were very heavy.
Yeah.
I probably gained weight today.
I think
Ate a lot.
this section of 55 miles, I'm going to gain weight. And this clip's getting to be pretty long, so I'm going to tell y'all good night. We'll see y'all tomorrow.